right. Mistakes were definitely made when it comes to Regal Cinemas, I would say. They are filing for bankruptcy, second biggest theater chain in the world.
Mhm.
And yeah, bankruptcy is upon them. So,
Mhm.
I mean, all that means is they'll pay half of their debts and then
Right.
be in business and fine yet. But nonetheless, it
Yeah.
doesn't look good.
No, no, it doesn't inspire confidence in, the kind of mystery that we were thinking about of, are people going back to theaters? Are theaters going to be, picking up again? And for a while there, it seemed like the answer was going to be yes. And now I feel like there's a big movie lull. We had the incredible success of Top Gun Maverick, and now what? People aren't being drawn back to the theater. There's nothing there for
Yeah.
them to see.
Yeah. Uh, are we just we always have phases of what the entertainment thing is.
Mhm.
You know, for a long time it was America's pastime is baseball.
Mhm.
Um, it's not anymore. I don't know if it's still called that, but it's not. For or everybody would gather around the giant radio console and
Mhm.
listen to whether it be news or radio drama or something like that. That
Mhm.
was the mode of entertainment. Way before that, it was the court jester or the person on, wherever in the town square that knew how to play the lute.
Mhm.
Like whatever. Entertainment changes and we go through phases and none of it goes away. Baseball still exists. There's still people that play the lute on the street
Mhm.
corner. There is still, like whatever, it still all exists, but things get reshifted in like a
Mhm.
hierarchy of what people enjoy as new stuff comes out. Comic books, are in that thing where right now, like following that community more closely, and a lot of people want this like return to Marvel DC glory where we get our superheroes we love, monthly books from them all the time. They're high quality and everybody wants to go. But it's like that isn't what people want anymore. Like that's
Mhm.
also not the entertainment. The kid is running to the local comic book shop or drugstore, going to your spinner rack and looking for and even if the comics were great, that's still not going to happen anymore.
Mhm.
So like all the entertainment stuff is just changing. And I think things have maybe been sped along and movies just aren't the king anymore. Right now everybody still wants to write their comic or their novel or their whatever in the hopes that it gets made into a movie. That's still the goal or whatever. But maybe it's not gonna be soon. Like maybe
Sure.
it's not gonna be the end all be all and we're just gonna have to expect slower movie releases, smaller indie releases,
Mhm.
more fragmentation through different streaming services,
Mhm.
and people entertain themselves with other things.
Yeah, I mean, I would I would honestly say in this particular moment, people are probably still writing their books and their, comics or whatever they want to write, but they want to turn them into series.
Mm,
I mean, that's so big right
sure.
now. Like everything on streaming, I feel like is like based on the novel by Jenny Han or based on the novel by James Patterson or you know what I mean?
Right.
It's
Yeah.
such a thing now to write something that can be either sustained multi-season or just have this one amazing epic like season long run.
Mhm.
And that's I mean, TV is in its still in its heyday. I think we thought that it might be toppled when people could go back to the theater and people could go back to those, like big cinematic experiences. But we haven't had that. We haven't had those big moments except for, the peak of Top Gun.
Yep. Yeah. I
So
mean, you
I don't
look
think
at
movie theaters are
kids.
going away, but I
No.
think they'll become less plentiful and there'll be less to see.
Mhm. That's my argument with all this stuff. It's like none of it is going away, but it
Right.
is where the hierarchy of importance to the culture is shifting, and I think it would be beneficial to all the studios that remain and services that exist to focus on quality. Focus on quality and make, but realign your budgets to a new expectation.
Mhm.
Um, because like I kind of started thinking of this the other night because Ash and I were sitting in bed watching a YouTube talk show.
Mhm.
And I'm like, 10 years ago, even 5 years ago, um, I would have never heard of the show main event. I would never have been. This would not be a thing. We'd be watching Cheers reruns or something,
Mhm.
or whatever. You turn on the television, what's on the local station or something like that. That was what you did to like kill time or whatever. And I haven't done that in a very long time now. And
Mhm.
kids definitely don't do that. So it's
Right.
just like it's weird for me to see myself sitting here watching this that is so unlike television, network television of old that was used to be the thing,
Mhm.
and now I don't anymore. We're all
Mhm.
just moving on. I wouldn't have thought I'd sit and watch someone play a video game. Now that's what kids do.
Mhm.
Constantly people like Dr. Lupo or Dr. Disrespect have like 30,000 people watching them or 15,000 people watching them all the time.
Mhm.
Like none of these network anything can compete with that. Like it's just the world's different now,
Mhm.
and we've gone through a change. I don't think the corporations realize it yet.
Yep.
So.
I agree.